that be at this time of night? Yes? Edgeworth speaking.
Edgy, get up! It's an emergency!
Huh? Larry? Do you know what time it is?
It's not Larry's! Larry's don't know!
This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and...
Wait, don't hang up! It's an emergency! It's Nick. He took a really nasty spill!
Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so...
I'm not joking, his life is in danger!
What? What happened? Tell me!
Talk about a guy with bad luck, he may already be dead! Anyway, you gotta come back, you're the only one that can help! My Iris, my beautiful Iris, she needs help!
Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can.
I'm at the detention center, please, hurry!
It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion. As if I expected anything to change.
You're late, Edgy! What took you so long?
I don't want to hear it! I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could.
Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen! Something happened to Miss Elise, and Nick is Maya, and Iris is Bikini. Huh? Say something, Edgy!
Before I came here, I stopped in at the hospital where Wright is. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was the picture book author Miss Elise Doonan. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest.
Yes, that's right. You got it. But they arrested her. My sweet little Iris!
And here I was, convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for.
What are you talking about?
The things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he?
I'm begging you. Iris's trial starts tomorrow. With Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got left. You're the only one that can represent her.
What did you just say?
You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway?
I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who—
Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell.
But I
mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before.
How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay?
Please, Edgy. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story.
So Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all.
Thank you for coming. My name is Iris.
Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder.
Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Lee said that he might even die.
Fortunately, he will be fine.
Larry, you moron! How could you say something like that?
He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed.
Thank goodness.
But he's caught some nasty cold.
A cold?
He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. Pardon me, Iris? I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before.
It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Asakura Temple.
Asakura Temple? What's that?
It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner power.
Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well?
No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them.
In that case, what are you doing at the temple then?
I've committed some sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train, to purify my soul.
I want to ask you about last night, the night of the crime.
Alright. I helped clean up after dinner, and then I went back to my room about 8. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10.
Bell?
We ring it at the same time each night.
I see. And then?
And then? I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there.
Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to?
I was frightened.
Frightened?
So, I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened.
There's more to her story. I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper.
You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder?
Yes.
However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of?
What in the world?
Is there something wrong?
I'm sorry, it's, nothing.
Looks like she's not aware of them herself. These must be what Wright was talking about. The psychonauts! I believe he said that I need to present this Magatama item to do something.
So, do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night?
I think it was the result of a tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed.
Spiritual power?
Yes. Spiritual training has been the cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example.
Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power.
Yes, I understand. Most people don't.
And I am certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please, answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Dunham?
No. I'm not the one who took her life.
Those psycho-walk things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe she's not lying.
What's wrong?
I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power.
It appears that's about all you can tell me.
Thank you very much for listening to my story.
I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you.
Me?
Yes, at the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you.
If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate in your capable hands.
But before that, I have one question.
Yes?
Do you know Wright?
Why would you ask that?
Whenever you came up in our conversation, he began to act a little strange.
Mr. Edgeworth, are you his friend?
Friend? Well, in a sense, yes.
It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him.
You deceived him?
I heard that he was in a lot of pain after what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth.
Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him, tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition.
All right, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise.
Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. It sure is cold, all right. So this is it, Dusky Bridge.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Detective Gumshoe.
Long time no see. It's been about a year? Or has it been longer?
It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here.
Ouch! And There was a sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth.
Let me guess. You were transferred into another section at work. A good choice. The vast amount of nothing up here must be quite easy to guard.
I heard you were back in the country, and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir.
Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe. It's impossible to get rid of.
I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty.
Great. Thank you, Detective.
I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell you.
Prosecutor Godot?
I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case.
It's simple.
Well, simple is as simple does, as they say.
Oh, you've got no idea how much I've missed that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing.
A witness?
Yeah, that bikini lady.
Bikini lady? Here? On this freezing cold mountain?
Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir.
I may have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself.
So this is the bridge that Wright fell through?
Yup. I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross, is how it goes, right? Or was that Lee?
And? Is there something on the other side?
Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir.
What?
Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some trading, and now they're stuck there.
Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey.
Oh no. Her again? Anyway, the air is really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's gonna be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir.
Will she be alright in this cold?
So how did this bridge burn down anyway?
We're almost 100% sure it was lightning.
Lightning?
So, who is this Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy.
What kind of man is he?
He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. real good.
If he's so good, how's it I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case?
You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it.
You know who?
Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Wright.
Oh?
Yeah, he seems to have some kind of a grudge.
And what would be the cause of this grudge?
I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something.
None of this makes any sense. I better look into this Godot myself. You're telling me that the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning?
Yup, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck.
I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. Even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge.
Oh, that? We got that information from the witness's testimony.
Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge? Who is this witness?
Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir.
Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? It's so cold, my brain's turned to sugar.
I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country.
What do you mean?
Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And now I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder!
Hey, wait a sec! Hold it! Objection! What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and...
What kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney?
Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore.
Dude, Edgy! I don't see you for a couple of years, and your heart turns to sherbet.
I'd say more like sorbet. It is rather cold here.
Iris didn't murder her. Someone else did it. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one.
Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I can pass the baton on to Wright, that is.
Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet?
To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent?
Come on! A girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer.
I was right after all. I should never have come back.
No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest.
If I had a penny for every time he said that.
It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much. Know what I mean?
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry.
Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything.
Huh? Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry?
What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it?
What?
Get lost! Get back on your charge and get out of my sight, you creep! I hope your plane crashes and you die!
I'll ask you just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing?
As I expected, a psychologue!
I'm sorry, man. You know me. I just don't remember. My short-term memories are wrecked, dude.
Hey, hello there! So how are you feeling?
Alright, I suppose. Who's this?
My name is Miles Edgeworth.
My handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just...
Please don't call me boy.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini.
Well, you have found her. Now, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis.
If you ask so nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut.
My stomach is already growling in protest.
So, what is the latest about my beloved Iris?
Well, first, I want to hear what you know. First, I'd like to ask you about last night.
Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple.
She must be talking about Maya.
Approximately what time was that?
I suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training session lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo head nun must be attended at all times to keep watch.
Wow, you're right. That does sound exhausting.
Detective, this is no time for flattery.
Sorry.
Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here?
The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps!
I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, for a decidedly different reason.
Oh, you get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth?
Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard.
It must have been past 11. No! I can't say it! It's too much for my poor heart!
Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie.
I saw 2 people! One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword!
Did you see this criminal with your own eyes?
I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris!
You must have been quite shocked.
Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom. And I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too.
I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. And when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed and then I passed out.
Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems pretty solid.
However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural.
Unnatural?
The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness.
I wonder what she means by that.
As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct?
Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I got a bad lower back.
A bad lower back?
Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. So bad I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My backpack felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall.
So you left the disciple all alone?
Don't be ridiculous! I would never do that! That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she rung the bell for the lights out.
Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? Did this head nun even see Iris? I think I'd better try to get some more details.
So who is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple?
Her name's my babe. I treat her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course.
Special course?
It's a training session when you sit on a block of spirit ties and chant 30,000 times.
You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you?
No, of course not! You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night we still hadn't started the training session itself.
Well, that's good to hear.
Oh, dear, there's one thing I forgot to tell you.
Uh-oh. I don't think I like the sound of this.
You know that small girl. I believe she is Mystic Maya's little sister.
Maya has a little sister?
Oh, you mean Little Pearl? That's Maya Faye's cousin.
Little Pearl?
I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after cleaning up dinner.
I haven't seen her at all since last night! She's nowhere to be found!
You mean she was with the victim?
It's all the fault of my stupid crack-yo-back!
A little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone!
As they say, the plot thickens.
There are more Inza cushions in the corner of the room.
What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack?
Beats me.
Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe?
Yes, sir! Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth.
It looks like an old manila envelope.
Ah!
What is it, Detective?
This could be it! An ultra-important clue! A super special clue!
I suppose I should read it myself, then.
It looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10, at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed.
This sounds like a blackmail letter!
Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor. A super-duper prosecutor.
Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this.
and this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched.
Thanks, Detective. I'll just have a look around.
Looks like the police are still investigating.
Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask, just to be sure. Are you really gonna defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow?
Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitments.
Well, in that case, I've gotta be careful. Gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation.
Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow on its own.
Roger, sir! I know exactly what you're saying!
Very well, Detective. Thankfully, his diary of the mouth is permanent.
The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise Dunin. Her entire past, up until she won that writing award last year, is a total mystery.
It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that.
The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock p.m. on February the 7th. Cause of death was blood loss, resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon.
A murder weapon?
The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but there's one strange thing.
Yes?
The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. The bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a 2-story building.
A 2-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct?
Hey, you're right! Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth! That just happens to be the room that Elise Dunin was staying in.
Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed with a sword.
Now then, Detective. Let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far.
Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple right after dinner was finished. At 10 o'clock p.m., after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to the Hasakura temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, sister Bikini witnessed a murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall.
The Inner Temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place.
The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor?
I'm pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement.
What do you mean?
It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest.
I intend to appear in court in the role of a defense lawyer. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor.
Yeah, I can see why. But I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is gonna be that judge.
Yes, he would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I've requested another judge preside over the case. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all.
Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir?
There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my choosing.
Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull.
What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at?
According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge.
Bridge to burn down, huh?
Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple?
Nope, not a thing.
Nothing?
The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kinda like a little island out there.
So the only thing there is the inner temple.
I hear it's not the kind of place a person could survive in.
Please be alright, Maya.
So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon?
It sure is. It's called a Shichishito, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir.
There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood.
Yep, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the Shichishito, too.
Fingerprints?
Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant.
Fingerprints are on the murder weapon?
What's wrong? You're looking really solemn.
Is this how it is for Wright? Is this what it's like to be a defense lawyer?
Yeah, I figure it doesn't feel really good.
To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. What's this? Looks like a wizard's staff.
That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise Dunim. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah! Listen, this is just between us. Okay, sir?
Yes? What?
This is top secret stuff! Don't tell anyone about this.
All right.
The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard!
That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me?
That's it!
This staff was made from a very strong kind of wood.
What about fingerprints? Were there any on it?
Just the victims.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth.
I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind.
But I've already told you everything that I...
Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything.
Yes. Thank you.
I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise Dunham with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well.
What?
When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet Sister Bikini says she met you at the Inner Temple that very night.
But I did not go there. I did not go to the Inner Temple last night.
Looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. I wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those psycholocks.
Take that! Since I have been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers. Understand?
Yes, sir.
The smallest flame can sometimes bathe the case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I have seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night?
Yes, I swear. I already told you that.
Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened.
That's right.
If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you afraid of? Iris, I wonder. Is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? Take that! I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you.
Ah! That's...
Well, Iris?
Why are you glaring at me like that?
You were scared of the blackmailer that wrote this to you! Isn't that correct?
Was it the evidence or the power of my Claire that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way.
But, Mr. Edgeworth...
Yes?
I thought that letter was someone playing a prank on me.
A prank?
Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that will cause me any grief.
I wonder about that.
Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her.
No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there is one person you didn't want the secret told to. Take that! Phoenix Wright!
Ah!
You mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a very special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say?
I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it.
What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions?
It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge.
A small shack, huh?
It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near.
Where is it on the map?
It's around here. To get there, you must follow the small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall. I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't want to think about it at all.
So is this the secret that you locked away in your heart?
Yes.
Looks as though I may have to visit the Heavenly Hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer.
In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night?
Yes, that is exactly right.
The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret.
But it's pointless.
Why would you say that?
Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is. But he has no idea who I am.
Whoa! Not much of a view down here, huh? It's still better than the view from my apartment, though.
Someone's here! Hide yourself, detective!
Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next is gonna be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck.
He's just talking to himself.
Shh! Be quiet and listen.
I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again.
Done that? What did he do, I wonder?
Hey, you! About what you just said! I got an objection!
What the? Edgy? You dirty rat!
I'll show you off.
I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was just shouting out, objection! And in a loud, commanding voice, too! I even pointed with my pointer finger!
You've watched too many trials.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What you've got to say for yourself? What is this little shack anyway?
Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday.
And why were you down here in the first place?
Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's, artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse.
Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal.
One thing's for sure, no one's likely to show up and disturb you here.
So, can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe?
He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir.
Listen to me, Edgy. You gotta do this. You gotta save Iris.
Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute?
Watch your mouth! Anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm going to marry that girl.
Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you?
No, not yet. But I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He'd never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that.
Something tells me he would be shocked indeed.
That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt?
What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back.
We really want to know the answer to that.
We're going to have to drag him into the witness stand.
Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night?
Oh man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes, I got it! If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible.
Something incredible?
Yeah. But let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water.
Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him?
Take that! Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night.
Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk.
Huh? That was a bit too easy.
Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping. I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! The world in front of me went white. Like I'd been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend Naomi.
And then?
And then, it was on fire. The bridge was on fire.
Dusky Bridge caught on fire? Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes?
Why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth.
There are still 3 psychonauts remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something.
By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen?
What do you say? What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question!
I was in my own room, by the main hall. Where else would I be?
As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there.
There? What do you mean, there?
It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room! Take that! This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple.
What am I looking for?
I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here.
What? Why didn't you tell me that before?
Well, how about it?
How about what?
Do you feel like talking now?
About what?
Looks like it won't be that easy after all.
You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple. So then, where were you?
You don't know that I wasn't in my room.
So where was Larry and why was he there? I've read the situation up to this point correctly. The answer is fairly obvious.
Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning striking Dusky Bridge from was here! Take that! The place you saw lightning strike from was naturally Heavenly Hall!
Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute.
Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet.
Ah! Uh-oh.
In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after the sunset.
I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick.
That's nice. Now tell me. What were you doing at this cold little shack last night?
That's what you might call a fair call.
I think you mean affaire de cour. Could it be you were waiting for someone?
Oh no! You really are one scary guy, you know?
I believe last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. Take that! There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry.
I told you before, don't call me Larry.
The person you were waiting for was Iris!
Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy.
No doubt because of my chilly glare.
So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing?
This is where I draw the line in this ridiculous little game.
Here's the evidence that you were waiting for Iris. Take that! Here's your evidence. You called her to the spot with a pathetic blackmail letter.
Oh, hey! Give that back! You're embarrassing me! What are you doing with that anyway?
That's not important! I misjudged you, Larry.
What do you mean?
Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that? You should be ashamed of yourself!
Oh.
First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here.
Well, that's what it said in that book, Letter Writing for Dummies.
You're not supposed to actually write that! That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris.
I'm so sorry.
So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, were you not, Larry? And so you saw lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you?
Sorry, Edgy.
Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag! Threatening a young lady like that!
Wait, hold up.
What now, pal?
What are you talking about? What threatening stuff?
I'll tell you what! You tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal!
What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her?
Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact.
Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love?
What did you just say?
My love for her burns so hotly, it can melt all the snow on this mountain.
Oh? Then what is the secret you mentioned?
Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want old lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair.
Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a businesslike manila envelope?
Give me a break. It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Yeesh.
Then why were you so quick to apologize, pal?
It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
That's it? That's all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive.
Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on! Don't let it get you down.
But, Mr. Edgeworth! This guy's still hiding something. I know it!
What do you mean, Detective?
Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago!
If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible.
He's right! Larry!
What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone.
What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another!
I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge.
Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true.
What doesn't?
If that's all to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks! Yes, Larry. I believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning.
What? When? Where? Why? How?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal! What's wrong, sir?
Does this mean I have to do it all over again?
Why are you glaring at me like I'm the next to be hit by a bolt of lightning?
I've just about had it with this Harley Quinn. If I really want to drag the truth out of them, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand.